Hello guys, today is Sunday and I'm still late with the time schedule. As you see on the map, there is a few eggs laying around. That's because I've been playing around with the animals movement. So I'm trying to make it better and make it node based, based on each block. So I have a chicken and a cat. Right now the cat movement is random. So basically the cat finds a random block on the map and moves directly to that block. There's a problem. If that block is separated from the other blocks, the cat is basically going to walk on the air and it looks weird. So that's why I'm trying to work on a block by block system so that animals can generate a path that they can follow and make sure that they are always walking on top of a block. And see if they are available, if there's any fence in between, if there is not any gap in between as well. And that's what I'm doing on the chicken right now for testing. So this is what I've done so far. So the chicken will find a block that is next to the one that she already is on, and then she will move there, and then from there she will look at another block right next to the one she's standing on, and she would move there. So right now she's moving like in a grid pattern, but it looks really blocky. I don't really like how it looks because she's always moving on the middle of the block. So I think I will add something like she could freely move within her own block and move from a random point in block A to a random point in block B. And I don't know what happened there. She's walking diagonally. She's not supposed to be walking like that. But right now you see they're always staying in the middle of the block. Doesn't look natural, unlike the cat that the cat is just running around. Basically for the cat, what I'm doing is choosing a random point on the map and checking if that point is on top of some floor, of some ground, and then just moving it towards that direction. But for the chickens, I'm using the block method. And yeah, I will let you know when I improve these. I really want to add like random movement within the block. And then if going to another block, she can like move to another random point within that block, and I would be looking a bit more natural. And also, the chickens sometimes are not going through the fences, and sometimes they are. I'm also testing that. But yeah, I also improved the camera controls. So now I'm using my phone to twist the camera around. We can zoom in and zoom out. And now if we zoom out, the camera will move faster. Because before, if we zoomed out really far, moving the camera was really slow, but now I increase it proportionally with the distance from the ground. So that's one more thing that I implemented. I made the text bigger because a lot of people that I gave the game and they tested it, they said the font was very small. And I have a lot of items right now. I have tomato seeds, pumpkin seeds, wheat seeds, chicken, cat, carrot, water bucket, hoe, pumpkin, campfire, wheat bundle, barrel, hay cart, flower, house, fence, barn, cabin, water well, stone block, dirt block, water block, sand block, grass block, and they all have their pixel art icon. And also I made the egg here. As you can see there, I also have eggs, and I really want, here's the egg, how it looks like in 3D. Let's take a look. It's relatively low polygon. I made it in Blender, and yeah, that's how the texture looks like. I hand painted it, and I hand painted the shadow as well, and that's the pixel art icon of the egg. But yeah, those are a few things that I added in the last couple days. And yeah, the cat likes playing around with the flowers. The cat also likes to like jump on top of the rooftops. That's one thing I want to implement. So different animals will have different behaviors. So for example, if you put seeds around on the grass, chickens will go and eat the seeds, and at the same time that will make that the next egg that they lay will come up sooner. So the more chickens you have, the more eggs you can have. You can sell the eggs, you can use them in recipes, and you can increase how many eggs you have if you feed the chickens and you treat them well. Also, like things like having a hay bed. If you have a bed and you put eggs on top of those beds, you might have a chicken popping out from that egg and things like that. I want to have different things that animals can interact with and things like that, make it more fun. Alright guys, so I have improved the algorithm a little bit. I'm testing the chickens right now. I placed few chickens. Here is the algorithm I'm using to move block by block, and we're using a list of blocks that has a random length, so we could move 3 blocks or 4 blocks or 1 block. So here, create move path. So first of all, we create a move path, and then we move through each block, adding a random offset basically. And also, in order to get that move path, we need to check that first of all they're adjacent blocks, and also that they are not in traveled blocks, and also that they do not have anything blocking them. So if they have a fence in between or something like that, we're not going to let the chicken walk through that path. And as you can see here from this egg, one chicken was able to break free, but they are actually supposed to be colliding with these fences and the box colliders, not be able to go through them. And it works apparently with these 3 fences here, but at the beginning somehow she went outside. But I haven't seen any. I've been observing for a few minutes and I haven't seen chickens go through the fences nor the water well at all. So also, as you can tell, the chickens are not traveling to the middle of each block, to the center. That's because we added that offset. So they're going to different blocks, but also going to a random position within each block. So this is a little bit more like I want the chickens to move around. One more thing that I want to implement, I haven't done so yet, is that as you saw from the algorithm, there is a list of blocks called travel blocks. So depending on the count of the travel blocks, your chicken will be more or less happy. So let's say you trap a chicken within 1x1 grid cell. That's a very small place for the chicken, and therefore the travel block list is going to have a length of 1 all the time. So if that's the case, your chicken will have a very low mood. She will be very unhappy. Now, if she has like 6 blocks or 20 blocks to travel around and walk around, having a long list of travel blocks will increase your chicken mood. Therefore, she will usually like show a heart on top of her, and she will lay eggs more often. And a chicken that is trapped in a 1x1 blocks probably never going to lay eggs. And if I add even more detail to the game at some point, those chickens are also going to get sick. Yeah, those are things that I have on my list of things I want to do. There's so many things I want to do with this game. But yeah, I feel like the movement of the chicken is much more natural now. And of course now they're just floating like some kind of ghost. That's because I haven't rigged these chickens that I downloaded, and I haven't added an animation. So that's something I'm going to work on as well. And for the cat is pretty much the same as usual. Let's add one cat here. And again, the cat likes to jump on top of roofs. So if at some point, and by a random chance, the cat is going to say, hey, I want to find an interactable, which might be the water well or the flowers. And if that happens, he's going to trigger an animation that basically tells him to move towards the water well and then jump on top of the roof. I think now he's going to jump there. Yeah, there you go. And it clipped through the roof of the water well, but yeah, something like that. It's pretty cool. So that's it for the introduction of the animals in PocketFarm. Each animal is supposed to have a different function. So cats are going to protect you from plagues of insects or like rabbits. Chickens lay eggs. Cows give you milk, and also you can create fertilizer from their poop. So things like that. Each animal is supposed to have a function, but again, depending on how you feed the animals and how you treat the animals and how much space you provide to the animals is how effective their function is going to be. So guys, thank you so much for watching this vlog about animals in the game. I hope you're liking these videos. And yeah, I will try my best to keep uploading videos as soon as possible. So thank you so much, guys. Take care, wash your hands, and I will see you all on another video. Goodbye.